Today we're talking about minimizing the amount of torque you can experience with progressive push-ups where you have more weight on one arm. Now to some degree you're going to have some torque because the arm sticks out to the side of the body. But a lot of times we have way too much torque and we end up with these types of techniques that have our body twisting and contorting, and it's a great oblique exercise, but it's not the best for our shoulders and on the spine, and it's just not really the best way to go about it. We want to make it as close to a regular push-up as possible with just one arm. So how do we do this? Well, we drive everything closer to the center line. The more your arm, your working arm, comes out to away from that center line, the more torque you're going to have. So first and foremost, take your hand, make sure you have it physically underneath you. You are pressing your chest up off the floor with the hand, and it's coming down onto the back of your hand. Guys with narrower shoulders, narrower frame, can get away with the hand out a little bit more to the side, but wider frame builds need it more underneath you. Second of all, get the elbow close to you as well. So very, very close in. The way I think about it is as I go up and down, I'm rubbing the side of my ribs against my forearm. And this helps to keep things tight and close in, especially as you're pushing up. There's a tendency to kind of push up and have everything wing out a little bit where the body comes away from the hand. The way I think about it is I'm trying to drive my hand across my body as I push up. So I'm bringing my hand closer to my center line, and I'm actually focusing on pulling my body over my hand, not letting it come out to the side. And then lastly, up into the shoulder, keep those traps turned on so your shoulders are squeezing back and together and down. You can still have shoulder retraction and protraction with those muscles on, so you're still very narrow, but you're keeping your shoulders as narrow as possible to drive more attention to the center line. That's going to give you a lot more control and far less torque. Oh, and lastly, this is a good time to revisit the idea of start your push-ups at the bottom position. I find it's a lot easier to get that inward pull with the shoulder, the elbow, and the hand when I start at the bottom versus the top of the push-up. That might just be me, but play with it and see what works best for you. Questions down below. Be fit, live free.